The Last of Us.
Oh yeah.
That is a series. It is also a video game series. There's part 1 and part 2. Part 2, of course, decisive due to certain character arc choices that some people find offensive, which they can suck it, really.
I guess. I don't know. I haven't actually played it, so I'm sure it's not as bad as everyone makes it out to be.
It's probably not as bad as everyone makes it out to be, but
yeah,
they started a series on HBO.
Yes, they
with
did.
Pedro Pascal.
Yes, they did.
What a legend.
Yeah.
And first episode came out last Sunday.
Was it Sunday?
It was Sunday.
Okay.
Because it comes out today as well, the 22nd.
The second episode?
Yes.
Okay. It's a long-ass episode.
Yeah.
It's like an hour and a half.
A lot happens in this episode to set it up. Really good.
So
first off, really good.
Follows the story of the game at the start, kind of, more or less, sort of, but not really.
I have no idea what the storyline of the game is, so when things happen
up to that point, it was pretty much the way the game goes. So the only difference is like the game starts the night of the outbreak, whereas in this they have to establish a little bit more of what's going on,
so there can be more character building.
Yeah. And basically Joel's at home with his daughter Sarah. He's a single dad, whatever. He's trying his best in this workaday world.
Yeah.
It's his birthday, whatever. And
they do a lot of character development with his daughter, and you learn a lot about.
Well, they want you to be like,
oh yeah, they sure do.
I really like this character. She's a really sweet girl and everything like that.
Yeah.
So when she does, by the way, spoilers to everybody.
Oh yeah, extreme spoilers.
Extreme spoilaging happening here. So when she gets shot and dies, they want you to feel it, right?
Oh yeah, I felt it.
They did it good in the game. They did it good in the show too, but I already knew it was happening, so it was just kind of like, well, that's the point where she dies.
Yeah. See, I didn't know it was happening, but I was like, wait a minute. This isn't Ellie, so what's going on here?
Yeah.
And it happens. You're like,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So in the game, if you don't know anything about the game, then it's kind of like, holy shit, weren't expecting that, right? I found it more like emotional in the game just because I knew it was coming.
Yeah, you knew
it was a
coming.
foregone. As soon as she came on the screen, it's like, hey, Dad. I'm like, well, rest in peace, rest in peace, young girl.
Yeah.
I was looking at her and I was like, wow, her hair looks so cool. It's
it's
so
super
cool. Curly, whatever. And she was a great actress, whatever. She played her role well. And then someone I saw on Reddit commented later, like, oh, she looks so much like her mom. I was like, who the fuck is her mom? And then I looked into it. Do you remember like Mission Impossible with Tom Cruise and Tandy Newton?
Sure.
Okay.
Which one was that?
It's like the first one.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So her mom is Tandy Newton. She was also in like Interview with the Vampire and stuff like that. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, wow, she does look like her mom. I was like, holy shit, she totally does. But then classic, another Nepo baby on TV.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Anyways.
Yeah, I mean, the intro was super good. They set the scene up.
The whole thing was like straight from the game.
Oh, yeah.
Like the truck driving down the road and like, oh, that's Eddie's farm and it's on fire. And they're driving this through the city. And they're like, go in reverse. Like all that shit's in the game, basically.
Yeah.
But then the zombie dudes come out. None of the stuff, though, that happens like beforehand where she sees like the grandma in the wheelchair acting crazy.
That was creepy as frig.
Yeah, none of that shit happens in the game. It literally starts with her waking up and her dad's not at home. Yeah. And then she goes downstairs and turns on the TV and it says like, stay in your homes. And then she hears an explosion outside. So. Yeah,
the character building was like before the game starts. Mm-hmm. Like the stuff they filmed before that was all really good.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh, hey.
Yeah. Well, they had to do it too.
Yeah.
And all that shit filmed in Alberta.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. The whole series is filmed in like Calgary, I think.
Oh, there you go.
Then we get to like 20 years later.
Yeah.
Joel's all haggard.
Yeah.
He's been living in this zombie workaday world.
Yeah, in this military dictatorship compound kind of deal.
Yeah. Where they're executing people for leaving the compound and whatever.
Just hanging them, too.
Yeah.
Straight up hanging them.
Gotta save the bullets. Too expensive.
Yeah.
But it's like exactly the same as in the game. The Fireflies are like trying to break down the military dictatorship.
Yeah.
And Joel wants to get out and he's worked a deal and they got to go get the guy and he gets killed by Fireflies.
the whole part where I can't remember what the girl's name is.
Like Joel's girlfriend?
Joel's girlfriend, yeah.
I don't remember her fake name, but her real name is Anna Torv. And she was in Fringe, if you've ever seen Fringe.
No.
She also was the main character in the game Heavenly Sword.
Oh.
If you're familiar with that game.
So because I don't know the game at all, I don't know how everything's progressing.
Yeah.
So when she's like sitting in the thing and the dude's apologizing profusely for his guys beating her up, I'm like, what the hell's going on here?
That part I don't think was in the game.
Oh, that was pretty good. And then she goes back to the apartment and Joel's there. And she's like, oh, Joel's her guy. That he's scared of.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Joel's the man.
Yeah.
Basically, they want to get this battery. They go get it back. They find the Fireflies, and then the Fireflies are like, "We have a deal. You take Ellie out of here. You can have your battery to go find your brother."
Yeah.
So he agrees to it. He agrees to it. They don't know why Ellie's so valuable. Yeah. I mean, we know. Well, I mean, I guess I know from the game. You probably didn't know.
I put it together.
It's pretty, like, you could figure it out. Like, you're the most important girl in the world.
Yeah.
Well, why would that be in this zombie
weird.
world? That's weird.
Why are you testing to see if she's turned into a zombie?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they clue it off pretty easily as long as you're not
asleep.
Thick as frig.
Yeah. I don't remember in the game if Ellie is exactly so much like of a potty mouth. I can't remember exactly. I don't remember her telling like people to fuck off and stuff, but I mean, I didn't play through the whole game, so I don't remember. But the way I remembered it in the game is that she kind of starts off as just like a young girl. Like she's not, I don't think in the game she's from like the military and escaped, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas in this, she was given to the military and then she ran away and they took her, they captured her or whatever. But you know, when they're trying to escape the city, same thing. They're going to test her. She like stabs the guy and they escape. It's like same beats from the game. So
yeah,
I mean, I'm not surprised exactly. The game is like notoriously known for the story.
Yeah. Like
the gameplay kind of sucks. Like the bit I played was kind of like, this is just like a generic action game. So like, it's definitely not really known for the gameplay in my opinion.
Surprise, game with great storyline, not known for its good gameplay.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a game. So like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Like, is there another game that would be converted to a movie television program that could stick so closely to the like source material?
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, every other game, it's just a series of fetch quests. Like they can't make that into a movie or a show, really.
Yeah, it'd have to be a game like this a game like this for sure to get turned into a series.
As I was watching it, I was like, oh, like I knew the show was coming. I knew Pedro Pascal was in it.
Yeah.
But then it was like, I've seen Ellie's pictures, whatever. And then I was like, oh, she was on Game of Thrones. She was like, I don't know. Did you watch Game of Thrones?
I've seen a couple episodes.
She was like the queen of like one of the little, I don't know, countries or whatever in Game of Thrones. But she was like the most uber badass queen because she's like 12. Oh, yeah. And she's like leading the charge in the war and everything like that. Like she literally gets killed by a troll, I think, or something like that in the show. So I was like, oh yeah, she's in Game of Thrones. And then I was like, wait, Pedro Pascal was on Game of Thrones too. So it's like, holy shit, they were both on an HBO show and they're on another HBO show. That's
strange.
crazy.
That's strange.
So yeah,
Pedro Pascal's a good pick, that's for sure.
Sure.
I enjoy Pedro Pascal.
He's does a good job as Joel.
Yeah. Well, the one scene I really liked in this, well, the entire opening, of course, before the daughter gets shot was fantastic. The part where they go down into the metro to get through the sneaky part into the building, and they go and they see that the one zombie that had all been fungled out because he couldn't find anything to eat. I suppose that's how it works. If he doesn't find enough to eat, he gets fungled out. I mean, and the fungus just spreads in a standard fungus thing. That scene was really cool. Yeah, they really did good on those practical effects, if that was practical.
Yeah, I don't know if it was or not. It looked cool though anyways.
Yeah, for sure.
I think in the show they're not going to wear any gas masks. In the game they wear gas masks, so the spores and everything, but I think they just dropped that for the show.
I don't know. I don't think they do.
Well, I think they do because I read they did.
Oh.
They already said they did.
Oh, well, that's too bad.
I think it's just because you can't have the main characters wearing a mask all the time.
Mandalorian.
Yeah, but like, no, that's a different show, dude. That's like
That's Pedro Pascal wearing a mask the entire time.
Mandalorian is like just like an action show, basically. Whereas this is not an action show. This is a human drama that just happens to have almost zombies in it, but not really because they're not zombies. Don't call them zombies. It's not a zombie show.
It's not a zombie show.
Please don't call them zombies.
It's a fungaloid takeover
Yeah.
show.
Oh yeah, the intro when they have the 60s talk show.
Oh yeah, that was great.
That's not in the game, obviously, but yeah, that was very cool.
I think
it looked very like I was like, damn, this could have been made in the 60s.
I know, because I was like watching. I was like, huh, is that the stream I'm watching that it makes it look like this? Like
Yeah.
this? It was no, huh?
Yeah.
No, I think that was a very good addition to help people to understand who are not maybe versed in how
Funguses.
those takeover funguses work.
Yeah. The parasitic funguses. The other thing too I'll say is the title credits reminded me of like the Game of Thrones title credits, because it was like the colony of the fungus was spreading.
Yeah.
Whereas in the Game of Thrones credits, it showed like the cities spreading out, and everything. So it just reminded me a little bit.
I couldn't put my finger on what that reminded me of when I was watching. It's like, oh, this looks familiar.
Which, the intro?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it reminded me of. This is the Game of Thrones intro. So yeah, I liked it.
Oh, maybe it was the Unlimited intro that it reminded me of.
I don't know what that is.
The Unlimited TV series?
Never seen it. Never heard of it. Never watched it. I don't know. Oh, you mean the superhero show?
No, the
Unlimited. I don't know what it is.
No, Limitless. That's the one.
Oh, we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
When he takes the douchebag pill.
Yeah.
No, you watched that show? God damn,
yeah, it was really good.
Oh, jeez Louise.
Well, the first 2 seasons were really good.
No, I'd never watched that. So, yeah, the movie was the Bradley Cooper takes the douchebag pill.
Yeah,
it was Flowers for Algernon, but in a modern day.
Yeah,
that's right.
Bradley Cooper's in the TV series as well.
Really?
Yeah.
How did they do that?
I don't know, but
how much money did they give him? Holy shit!
Well, he's not the lead guy in it. He's in there like a couple times.
Oh,
because he's like the president.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant he was like
he's
the
a
lead.
senator.
I was like, wow, they must have gave him a lot of fucking money to do that. Holy shit.
Yeah, he's in maybe 1 episode a season.
Okay.
And it's when he shows up, it's pretty cool because he's Bradley Cooper.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I'm gonna continue watching. I'm enjoying it.
Yes.
I guess the game will be spoiled for me, and I can just skip to part 2.
Yeah. I guess so. I don't think I was planning on playing the game anyway, so that's fine.
It's on PC now.
Oh, PC.
Yep.
I'll wait for Returnal.
Yes.
If I'm going to play a
Sony game,
console game on PC.
Yes. Yes.